She says that's not the only one you had. I had one that was 2 inches, I had one that was 1 inch, and then I had 4 other ones hiding behind that that were smaller. So she did not measure those, but they were. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, you probably seen me in this outfit in the last video. This is a health update. Last Monday, my breast started feeling a little sore, so I was at work and something told me to check, and I checked and I found a lump right here on this side in my left breast. It was a nice sized lump and it was hard. So I got a little concerned. I didn't think it was cancer or anything. I thought maybe it was a cyst because I have had cysts before and they drain them. So I figured maybe it was a cyst. So I made an appointment and it was past time for my mammogram. I was supposed to go in July to get my mammogram. It was either June or July. I believe it was July. I called the mammogram place to set up a mammogram appointment, and they told me, after I told them that I found a lump, to call my doctor so that he can put me in for a diagnosis mammogram, which meant that they would go in and they would take tons of pictures and they would do an ultrasound. So I called my doctor, and I was taking my mom to the doctor that Wednesday. Now this was Monday. I was taking my mom to the doctor that Wednesday, so I told him to see if they can do it for Wednesday. That way I just take off the whole day and take her to the doctor, and then I would go later. So they called back and they set it up for that Wednesday, which was great. Well, in the meantime, it seemed like it started getting bigger and it was more tender. And if I slept on my stomach or that side, I can feel the pressure. It was just that tender. So Wednesday came and I took my mom to the doctor that morning. My appointment was not until like 1. It was 2 o'clock, but I needed to be there by 1:50. So I got there a little early and I filled out my paperwork and they called me back immediately. So I went to take the mammogram. Guys, it was horrible because anybody that's had a mammogram, I'm not sure if any of you are old enough to have mammograms that watch my channel, but any of you that have had a mammogram, it's a machine. It's like a solid machine, and then it's got this plastic. It's sort of about this wide and this big, and it's like a plastic plate that they put on, and it comes down. So what they do is they put your breast on this part, and they roll it down until it touches your breast, and then they flatten it as much as they can. Well, since I had the spots, they turned me in the direction where the I found the knot, and they sort of leaned it over so that it can catch the knot, and they pressed it down. It was so uncomfortable. It's already uncomfortable getting a mammogram, but it was uncomfortable because it was tender. So it's like she kept rolling it down and rolling it down till it was flat, and it was actually hurting. So she took the pictures. She had to take 3 on that side, 3 different angles, and then she went back and she took the regular mammogram pictures, which is from the front and then from the side. So she did those, and she looked at them, and she had to get one more picture of this side. So she put this little thing on it and turned it to the side, and she pressed down to take the picture. By the time she got through that, I was just sore. I was just almost in tears. So she said, "I'm going to talk to the radiologist, let him look at the pictures, and see if we need to do any more pictures. And from there, we will do the ultrasound if we don't." So that was fine. We went up. I had to go back and sit in the room. And when I went back and sat in the room, she came back and she says, "You're all clear. I'm going to go give this to the ultrasound tech, and they will come get you for your ultrasound." So shortly after, here comes the ultrasound tech to take me back. Everybody was feeling a knot when they had to touch me, so it was just that big. So she laid me on my side, and I had to she put like this towel behind me so that I wouldn't lay all the way back, but I wouldn't be all the way forward. And she did the ultrasound, and she seen the lump. So I asked her, "Is it big?" So she turned it around, and it was huge. It measured 2 inches, and I said, "It looks bigger." She said we had to magnify it. So she says that's not the only one you had. I had one that was 2 inches, I had one that was 1 inch, and then I had 4 other ones hiding behind that that were smaller. So she did not measure those, but they were there. And I didn't realize that I had that many, but they were cysts, and they were large cysts. So what she said she was showing me where all they were, and how she can tell that they were cysts and things like that. So she said that they were going to send it up to my doctor, and my doctor was going to call me in so that they can drain the fluid out of it. I've had the fluid drained out before, and that is not a good feeling because they take this needle, they don't numb you, and they stick it right in that lump, and they drain the fluid out. So I'm waiting for my doctor to call me back to set up an appointment for me to go in and drain the fluid out. But in the meantime, she said that any caffeine that I drunk would cause it to be more tender. It would make it inflame more. So I stopped drinking the bullet coffee. As I was stating in my last video, I was going to tell you why I stopped drinking bullet coffee, because it has a lot of caffeine in it, and I noticed that I did not find this until after I started this keto diet and I started drinking a lot of bulletproof coffee. So, and then on top of it, like I said, I had that Pepsi in last week. So I stopped drinking the keto coffee, and I have noticed that the tenderness went away. I'm not feeling the tender. I do feel the lump, and it feels like it's bigger, but you can take it and you can wrap your hand around it like this, and it's just that big and thick, and it's hard. Um, so I had let my husband feel it and my mom feel it, and they was like, "Ooh, that's really big," but it is a big size lump. I hate needles, but I'd rather him go in and drain it out, so I feel more comfortable knowing that it's not there. So next time, if I do happen to find something, it is something true or whatever, Lord forbid, it would be something not that cyst. It would be either another cyst or something like that. Lord forbid I have to go through this again, but like I said, when you drink a lot of coffee and a lot of caffeine, it does tend to cause cysts, especially if you've had them before. And my cysts seem to go in my breast. So I think the last one was on my right side, and this one is on my left side. And like I said, there are 6 of them in there. 2 of them are large, and the others are medium and small size. So I'm going to get that taken care of, and I just wanted to share this with anyone that was going through maybe finding cysts or drinking a lot of caffeine, the things that it could cause in the future if you continue to drink constant caffeine like that. And I was drinking bullet coffee every morning, and I was putting one of those stoked, which was the straight caffeine in the coffee. I was putting that in my coffee as well. So I was drinking a lot of caffeine, and the side effects was the cyst. So that is all of my update, guys. I did not claim it, so I knew it wasn't cancer. I was not going to claim cancer. Um, and I pray for everyone that does have it. My Zumba teacher, we just found out last week that 4 weeks ago, they found cancer in her breast, and it was stage 2. So they were going to put her on the radiation and all that stuff. And when she went back for another checkup, they found cancer in her liver, and it was stage 4. They couldn't do anything about the liver because of where it was. It wasn't on the outside, so they couldn't just go in and cut it off. It was in the middle. So she is on a heavy rotation of chemo, and her hair has been falling out, and she's really upbeat. I've been praying for her. Everybody in the class has been praying for her. She goes on Wednesdays, classes on Thursdays. So the Wednesday she goes, that Thursday she's not in class, she has a substitute, and then that following Wednesday she's there. And she's really upbeat, she's positive, we're all supporting her and everything. She has told us that her hair has been falling out, and she's shedding everywhere. And the thing that she's worried about is losing her eyebrows. She says, just don't let me lose my eyebrows unless somebody in here knows how to draw them on. But I like the fact that she's positive and she's fighting this instead of just giving into it. So, like I said, my prayers out to everyone that has cancer, any type of cancer, because I've had friends with breast cancer. I have 2 cousins that have breast cancer, and they happen to be sisters. So they both at the same time found out they had breast cancer. One of them is doing fine, and the other one keeps going back and forth because she has some other health issues. So, with that being said, guys, please pray for everyone that has cancer. And anyone that can be going through anything that they do. If you're drinking a lot of coffee and caffeine, please try and limit what you're drinking so that you can avoid getting this issue, because it is an issue and it does cause problems, and it's tender, it's sore, it hurts, and especially when you have the mammogram, it makes it hurt even more. So after I had all of my procedures and stuff, I had to go the next day. We were supposed to do back and chest. I could not even go because I was so sore that I could not lift anything. So I just stayed home that day. I did go to Zumba the following day, and when I jumped, I felt it. So, guys, please, please, please get into your doctor, check yourself regularly. Make sure that if you find something, you get it checked out. It could be a cyst, it could be anything. Get it checked out. Make sure that you check yourself regularly every month. That is all I have, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.